2, we've got the midpoint is 2, 1. One of the endpoints is 1, 4. So this is the midpoint, and this is an endpoint. Okay? So that means this is x1, y1, but we don't know x2, y2. So it's going to look like this. We've got x1, which is 1, plus y2, we don't know. Plus x2, we don't know.
Please excuse this interruption. Majaro Johnson, please report to the main office. Majaro Johnson, please report to the main office.
Okay, and then the next one we've got y1, which is 4, plus y we don't know, over 2, and it equals 2, 1. I know it looks confusing, right? All this means is this part right here equals 2, and this part right here equals 1. Yes? 1 plus x. Because we don't know the other endpoint. We just know the endpoint and the midpoint. So that's why the midpoint is out here. Okay, 1 plus x divided by 2 equals 2. So we're going to solve 2 times 2 times 2 to each side. We get 4. 1 plus x equals 4. And then we subtract the 1. So x equals 3. Now we just have to find the y part. We've got 4.
Sally Cole, please report to the main office.
Really?
Be signed out. Sally Cole, you're being signed out at the main office.
Huh? And power schools now, so they can't look it up, but they should. Anyways, multiply both sides by 2. 4 plus y equals 2. Subtract. Yes, I can totally slow down. Get out of the way.
Can you just explain how you get the x? I didn't understand. I know that.
Let me just do it all over.
Please.
Please, thank God.
That was really cool.
Alright. Blake.
Yeah.
We have a line, right? I know that one end is at 1, 4. I don't know where the other ends, and I know that the midpoint is 2, 1. Okay? And I'm trying to find that other endpoint. So I set up the midpoint formula. So we get that this is the midpoint formula, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Right here, this is x1, y1. We don't have x2, y2. But we do have what it equals. I do have x1, so I'm plugging that in. I'll just leave it as x2 if that helps. And I've got y1 is 4 plus y2 over 2. But I know that this equals that midpoint. Okay?
How do you know it's going to equal the midpoint?
Because it says the midpoint of JK is 2, 1. Okay? So if it gives you the midpoint and one of the endpoints, you set your problem up like this. Okay. All right. Now I know this first thing right here equals the x value, right? Because x always comes first. So then I have 1 plus x2 over 2 equals 2. Do you see that the first value has to equal the x? Okay. So now I'm going to solve. To solve, to get rid of something that's being divided, I multiply. These cancel. And I'm left with 1 plus x2 equals 4. Then I subtract 1 from both sides, and I get x2 equals 3. If it's being divided by 2, you multiply both sides by 2. Okay? Now I'm going to do the other side. 4 plus y2 over 2 equals 1. How do I get rid of that 2 on the bottom? Multiply by 2. Remember, these 2 cancel now. And I'm left with 4 plus y2 equals 2. Because 1 times 2 is 2. Okay? And then I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. And I get y2 equals 2. 3, negative 2. Yes, it is. Okay, I know it's complicated and there aren't many like this, but they will come up where you know the midpoint and an endpoint. You got to find the other end.